of Diggin, you should definitely check that out. If you want like good music that you can, you know, hear the whole song, kind of like a last album, like The Cleaning or whatever, when there's a lot of songs that were really good, the whole song, then you should need to check the Kings of Diggin. Most of the joints are gonna be stuff that you don't know about. They're from it's a random mix of stuff. A lot of stuff from the Caribbean, some stuff from, you know, Europe, some stuff from America. Just records that we were feeling, period. Well, nowadays what I'm looking for is records I've never seen in my life. Labels that I never heard of in my life before. A lot of times, you know, I'm looking to see who produced the record. But there's producers that I'm looking for nowadays are different from producers that I was looking for before. Like I'm looking for people like some of my favorite producers now, like McKinley Jackson, Harlan and Dozier, Skip Worth and Turner. Those actual producers I wasn't looking for 12 years ago. I paid $500 for this record called, I can't pronounce it correctly because it's a Swedish record. It's called Hoslamat or Hoslaman or something like that. It's a record featuring John Schaefer, who was, if people know, was the guitarist for ABBA. I just found out in Swedish that it says on the bottom of the record, if you see this record for more than $20, don't buy it. Obviously, I bought it. It was way more than $20, but you know, it's a rare record. Not that many people know the record exists. The reason why I know I paid cheap for it is because it was like $1,200 the person offered me for this record.
I'm a guy that's used to running around.
I like listening to them. I like hearing stuff that's original that people use and stuff that I never heard before at the same time. So, you know, it is what it is. I love it. I'm bugging them for one right now. You know?
Yeah, I'm trying to get the new one done. Definitely.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's definitely what I like to have in rotation in the truck and the CD player, you know.
That's what's up. You ever heard a loop on that? You were like, yo, I need to get that?
Well, I knew if it was on there, basically, that, you know, I'm like, you know.
You're not the only one that heard it.
Yeah, you know, I'm sure somebody else probably like, yeah, I got to get it to her too. I'm like, man, nice joints. But I had asked him a couple of joints because I never knew, like, the joint that Outkast used. I never knew that was a sample. I never knew that was a sample. I thought they just made that up for So Fresh and So Clean. But he, you know, when I listened to his CD, he had the original. I was tripping on it, you know what I mean? Right, so it's definitely good for the ears.
You hear your own joints on there and be like, oh shit.
Oh yeah, he caught me a couple of times. Yeah. Right on the first joint, I was like, oh, he got me. Yeah. You know, and it's real cool because, you know, when you dig, it's like, I wonder if people will skip over this part. You really have to listen to certain records, you know, all the way through, you know what I'm saying, to catch what it was, you know. You know, even for people catching like the party groove, you know, that's in the middle of a record, you know what I mean? And this fast jazz record, you slow it down or whatever the case and rock it. But if you catch that, I'm like, yeah, that's a good look, you know. It puts a smile on my face to know that somebody is into their music just as much as I am.
This place in Greenpoint, Brooklyn called, as you can see, there's a lot of things in there, from clothes to records to shoes to whatever you want. And you can see there's a lot of records. This is even what half of was within here, so just follow me and you'll see. Watch this stuff here. been digging about 20 years, since 1986, and in my collection I have about close to 15,000 records. One time Khan and I were digging in this place where we had to actually have masks, and we had to go into a basement where it was flooded and there were floating dead rats, you know, with crates of records that were in the water. We put on rubber gloves, and I got so sick from that day. I literally had to go like lay down for like a day because I don't know what I was breathing in. Well, we got some good records, but I'm like, I can't do that shit anymore. You know what I mean? That was the worst experience I had. When you're young and you're really super into music and super digging for records, and you're trying to outdo the next person and try to show like, yo, I got this record, and, or I'm playing this record that you don't have, those are the lengths you're gonna go to. I mean, to me, it's not even about how many records you have. It's more about like the quality of the music and your ear for music. That I respect more than somebody. You know, I know guys that got like close to 100,000 records, but I don't respect their ear, and I don't respect what they have in their collection. You know, it's their choice to like that type of music, but it's like not with something that I would feel that they should go out around the world staging like, yo, I'm the man with records, I'm the king of digging, this and that and the other. And it's like, no one, I hate to say this because our comp is called Kings of Digging, but no one can really claim in actual technical truth can call themselves Kings of Digging, because there's too many records in the world. You can never know every record every human being made. It's impossible. I'm picking up the record and I noticed there's stuff in it. So then I start shaking the record and to get the stuff out of it, and what falls into my hands, crack vials. Whoever traded this record in must be like, God damn, what did I do with my crack? I can't find it. I'm going crazy. I mean, I found records with like porno pictures in them, like girls having sex with their man. I don't know why people store stuff like that in records, but for some reason people do. And then when you get these records, they trade in the records and they forget about the shit that they have in there. You know what I mean? It's like crazy watching, you know, seeing somebody having sex and pictures and having to see crack files come out of a record. It's like the illest shit I ever heard in my life. True story.